Alright, so in the midst of my transition from the flyweights over to the heavyweights, I got a little bit of a rude interruption. So to finish up what I was talking about before, I think that Szpilka's going to give Wilder a pretty hectic fight early on before Wilder manages to adjust and get his stuff together, get his jab working out, get the right hand set up. One thing that I think will be interesting is how Deontay's right hand is going to be, because it seems like since he injured it in the Moraine Stavern fight, his that power might have waned just a tad. It seems like he's slapping with that shot a bit more than he used to. He's not really turning it over the way he did against Sergey Lahovich, where he left dude convulsing on the ground just by virtue of the power of the shot. So I mean that tells me he has power, but I'm wondering if he might be holding back a little bit on it now due to that, due to that injury, as well as the fact that it seemed like in the last couple of fights he's been kind of sticking and moving more and fighting a little bit more off his back foot as opposed to his front foot. Probably trying to minimize the damage, albeit he isn't exactly a defensive master, so the damage is going to accrue one way or another. Szpilka, however, I do not believe has the power or the technique to really get everything home and land with full power on Wilder in order to make things as interesting as maybe somebody like Eric Molina might have been able to, because at least he had a little bit more snap, a little bit more pop in his shots. But I mean, I think Szpilka is going to be a live guy. I think he's going to bring it. He's not a guy. A lot of it has to do with just sheer mentality. If you have the mentality that you're going in there, you're going to give it all you got, you're going to throw everything out the window, and you're going to go out on your shield, then you could technically be a tough pill to swallow for a lot of these guys. You could be a more difficult opponent than some more skilled opponents who wind up being relegated to kind of just getting outboxed over the distance. So I think Szpilka's ready. I think he's legitimately coming at him. And I mean, maybe we get a little bit of Bo Galata action, minus the low blows, though. Of course, we don't need any riots or anything, or whoever the commentators are talking about. They need to go find their kids in the crowd. Oh man, see, that's the thing though. That's one thing that I really appreciate about Wilder is he brings a bit of excitement back to his fights, to the heavyweight division, man. That's something that was really lacking for a long time. And I mean, I came up with the Bo versus Holyfield rivalry and Bo Galata and Holyfield Moore, Holyfield Tyson. I mean, just exciting fight after exciting fight, and that's something I just really want to root for the heavyweights. So I'm hoping Glazkov Martin is a little bit of that too. I favor Martin close in that fight. Possibly call it controversially, albeit I think he'll win one of those close but clear ones. Glazkov seems like a guy that he just does enough to, I don't know, he just does enough to I guess win the rounds. I mean, although I haven't really scored a lot of those close rounds for him. It's like he doesn't do anything exceptional. He does everything pretty well. Martin is kind of in the same boat to a certain degree, but I do think Martin is a little bit of a better boxer. Like he'll go out there, he has a little bit more to prove, and he'll likely get a little bit more of the benefit of the doubt. Glazkov I don't really rate too highly, so I favor Martin close but clear there. I favor Wilder by probably a late stoppage. After Szpilka probably gives him a little bit of help. Maybe not even a late stoppage. Maybe something like 6-7 rounds. I think it'll be a good fight though, a fun fight. It'll be well worth the boxing viewers' time, and it'll be interesting. Then we can hopefully move on to the next one. Some more enticing matches. Possibly in the future with Fury, Joshua, maybe even Povetkin. Possibly. Although I'll leave that guy for another video. I got some interesting views on that brother right there. So there it is.